All right, man. Let's talk about the Moses Itauma guy. Hopefully, I'll say this name the right way. Do a couple of videos on him. I don't know if I'm both put them up on Sunday, but got an opportunity to see all a minute of them. I think I might have seen highlights of them. That fight, it literally went a minute and 1 second. So I got an opportunity to actually watch him. And actually, as I seen he was worth actually researching, pretty much found out that he hadn't been boxing too long. And I'll get to that in a minute. He had, I think had an undefeated, he had an undefeated amateur record. You know what I'm saying? 24 wins with 11 by knockout. He got gold in the school, juniors, and youth European and heavyweight youth world gold medal. So I'm pretty sure with only 24 wins, he didn't have an extensive, career. And he's only 20 years old, which, obviously, if my assumption is right that he came into boxing late, so he made his amateur debut only 7 years ago, going on 8. So if that's accurate, in my humble opinion, they literally could have held him in the amateurs a little bit longer. Or they can just continue, and I'm gonna get to that in the next video, to spoon feed him. I mean, it's really no rush. I don't foresee the heavyweight division heating up anytime soon. So I don't foresee it being some type of rush, but Dillian Whyte, I mean, he did what he needed to do. He came in this fight in shape. He made him wait backstage, making him play, Styles P, I get hot over and over again to piss him off. And at the end of the day, it's just a tactic just to make him wait, hopefully maybe he get dry. You could take advantage of that. But for the most part, it didn't make no difference. Dillian Whyte is old. I mean, what was his activity looking like before this fight? Because Joseph Parker made a good point before this particular fight. What was the activity looking like? He hadn't fought since December, so it wasn't that bad. He fought twice in 2024, missed all 2023. So he fought twice in 2024. So almost towards the end of the year, he made his debut. So, I mean, he ain't been the most active guy. I mean, in his career, he had 34 fights. But, he was shot. He was shot. He was a shot fighter. That's just what I could tell you. This kid was smart. Snatched, lowered his left hand, baited him in, countered him. Speed was too much, and ultimately it was the short right hook. It was a short right hook that packed Dillian Whyte up. It was a short right hook that packed Dillian Whyte up. The kid threw explosive punches. He threw great punches. You can see in this game that he was late to the game. You can kind of see like everything ain't as balanced or as technical as they will be if he keep going. So you can kind of tell there's some room for improvement on the balance a little bit. You can tell. You can some room for improvement on the balance and just some of the fluidity, but he's a raw athlete. His father was Nigerian, his mother is from Slovenia or whatever the situation. Whatever the situation, is, but yeah, but it ain't nothing that Dillian Whyte could have done. Old, frail. The short right hook is what did it. The speed was just too much. The speed was too much. What else? Speed was too much. Power was too much. It wasn't so much that he may just be heavy-handed. I think he is. but it was the form of the left hook. Come on. It was the form of the left hook. I mean, of the right hook. It was a really good straight right hook. And Dillian Whyte couldn't do nothing. You know, he came in some shape. I mean, if I look at legs was gone, he just couldn't do nothing. You know, I mean, what was Dillian Whyte weight? He was 244 and a half coming into this fight. His previous fight, he was 240. Oh, my bad. 261. So he almost really dropped about 17 pounds. He probably was better in just coming in heavy for this fight once again. He probably cut too much weight. He too old, 37 years old. You know, his last few fights, he was 261, 257 and a half, 251, 253 and 1/4. So he ain't been this light since he fought. Matter of fact, he wasn't even this light when he fought Povetkin at 244 and 1/4. 252. I mean, last time he was 244 or less. Man. 2015 versus Marcelo Nascimento. He was 244 and 1/4. And tonight, well, last night, he was 244 and one half. So the last time he was, less than that, it was 2015. Look, 257, 251, 253 and 1/4, 247 and 1/4, 252 and 1/4. Oh, we ain't go. Yeah. 252, 271, 259, 246 and a half, 258 and a half, 254, 247 and a half, 260, 246 and 1/4, 253, 245 and 1/2, 253 and 1/4, 247, 249 versus Anthony Joshua, 247, 250 and 1/4, 247, 244, 1/4, February 7th, 2015 versus Marcelo Nascimento. So, him probably coming in that light probably was a mistake. It probably was a mistake. It probably was a mistake. It probably was an utter mistake. And this kid was just, strong, fast, accurate. He was a guy that quit boxing, then, went to play football, soccer. That's what we call it, football. And, came back to boxing. And, the hand speed is crazy. People say Mike Tyson, I guess because of the way he closed the show with combination punches. But I want to see more of him. I want to see more of him. I mean, I seen the hand speed, seen the power. I mean, I definitely want to see more of him. So, like I said, I mean, I thought Dillian Whyte would, this being probably one of his last hurrahs. I think Dillian Whyte, was going to put up a better showing. But, he passed the test, Moses. And like I said before, it's the future. Historically, most UK, fighters, they ain't really on hitting on shit when they really get tested. But, who else is the future when you talking about, this boxing shit? Edgar Cabal. I mean, it's about the division's about to turn over. America don't have anybody in the clip after Jared Anderson folded. Obviously that got to be his brother, especially on the right. I mean, probably his father back there. He's from Nigeria. His father. His mother's from Slovakia. But I mean, I see he a problem. Ain't too much muscle on him. Hand speed fast, get to it, fast starter. And Dillian Whyte didn't start fast. So honestly, work off the jab. Keep his hands up. Got a good uppercut, good right hook. Jab seemed to be well. work to the body. I mean, and the only thing really else you can tell that you got to ask questions. Can he take a punch? And if the going get tough, do he got the heart to work through some adversity? That's the only other thing that may come into question. So it's only other answer you got the answer. I was impressed. Look forward to watching the rest of his fights. But when you look at the outlook at the heavyweight division, I mean, really, who's there? Richard Torres, I mean, Coley can't get his weight in shape. The boys on the trending down. Frank Sanchez, old as hell. Ajaba had a rebirth versus, Coley. But other than that, man, I mean, Ege Cabal, that's pretty much only other guy I really would say outside of him and Richard Torres, possibly. Everybody else, for the most part, didn't have their time on their way out. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Check out the Heavyweight Boxing Talk playlist. Check out the Fight Reaction playlist. Appreciate y'all. Peace.